What's up, Bulls fans? Welcome back to Let's Talk Bulls, your number one Bulls podcast in Chicago. On today's episode, we're going to cover the Chicago Bulls beating the New Orleans Pelicans 124-118 and getting their first winning streak of the season. We're also going to talk about DeMar DeRozan coming back in his first game after sitting out against the Milwaukee Bucks. Coby White showing that he might be the replacement for Zach LaVine when he's traded. And our young Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu and Patrick Williams, stepping up once again and showing this team might have a really good core going forward to the future. All that and more right after the intro.
Give me the hot sauce! Give me the hot sauce, Pop! And the Bulls have the lead by 3. I want to go higher! Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Let's Talk Bulls podcast.
It feels so good to come on here and again talk about a win. The Bulls getting their first winning streak, winning their first back-to-back games of the season. Before we get into it, just make sure if you're new to the channel and you're vibing with what I do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you're notified when I drop these videos. We are on our way to being the number one Bulls podcast in your feed. So thank you for everything, and let's get to it. DeMar DeRozan came out into this game, and a big fear was that after seeing the Bulls play so well without him and Zach, that we would revert back to the terrible isolation play that we had been seeing. But the good thing that we saw this game is DeMar DeRozan seemed to just fit in well to what the Bulls were doing. He finished the game with 24 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists on 10 of 18 shooting, and a big part of that was him really focusing on trying to get everyone involved. You can see him picking his shots and being smart about when to ISO and when to pick people off in the post. That is what you kind of want to see from DeMar DeRozan, is being a smart player and showing that he still can be Mr. Clutch, but he trusts that his teammates can take over a game without him. Now, moving forward from that, I want to talk about the major key to this game, the MVP. He got the chance in the arena, Coby White. He was ice cold today in the veins, killing it from everywhere, and that's what you want to see from your starting point guard. For all you Bulls fans out there who don't know, I've been talking about Coby White the last year and a half, saying he is going to be the Bulls' starting point guard. He's going to be more of that aggressive, scoring first point guard that also can get his teammates involved once he gets his buckets. But you could see that today when he was taking over, making an amazing game of 31 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists on 10 of 17 shooting, 8 for 13 from the three-point line, tying his all-time record for three-pointers in a game. It was a wonderful thing to see. He also was 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and he played his game. He attacked off the dribble. He shot when he was open. He had a couple super big threes that were far out from the three-point line, and he just played with confidence. And that's what you want to see from this team. The young Bulls getting some time, getting some confidence, and showing that they're not afraid to take in the moment. But Coby White has been amazing to see this year, and you can see that he has really stepped forward, not only in his shooting, but in his dribbling, his playmaking, and his just overall IQ of the game. I look forward to continuing to see that throughout the rest of the season. That brings me to our next point, and that is the young Bulls stepping up. A couple videos ago, and I'll put it right here if you haven't seen it, I talked about the Bulls having a chance of having a young core. If they do get rid of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, I think they have enough young players who could step up and make this team at least competitive. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be a championship contender. I'm not saying we're going to go far in the playoffs, but I do think we have a young core that if they do take the next step, could be an amazing group of players together. And a good part of that is Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams is a big piece to make sure this team takes the next leap. And you can see he's starting to get confident on the floor. He is taking more shots. He's being aggressive. And you saw in this game, Pat not only had a great game of 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists on 6 of 11 shooting, but he also made smart decisions. At one point, Patrick caught the ball, drove towards the basket, and when he saw he had a smaller defender, stopped and posted him up. Now, he missed his little floater, But the fact that he took a second, posted up a smaller defender, and then went back to that little floater that he was trying a lot more his first year, I love seeing that he was being aggressive and showing that he has more skill set than we're even seeing in the last few games. He's been consistently scoring double digits for the last, I believe, 6 or 7 games, and that is what you need to see from him. A place where he is showing that he can step in and be that starter. I've had a lot of people that I've been hearing say that Pat is trash, he's a bust, he's not worth it. Well, right now he's showing that he can be a star in this league, and if he continues to grow, he's going to show that he can be an all-star in this league with the talent that he has. Now, we're going to talk about Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo Dosunmu, the Chicago kid, been playing amazing. He's showing that he's comfortable in his role. Even if he's off the bench, he's still playing amazing, playing downhill, looking like that Illinois Ayo, and he's been just showing some great improvement. Dribbling-wise, he's looking confident. He's pulling up for the mid-range. He's not afraid to take those shots, and you can see that he's starting to really drive on the fast break. Ayo might be the best fast break player on this team right now, and he plays with no fear. He doesn't care who's back there. He doesn't care who he's going up against. He's going to get that layup, and he's going to try to get to the rim, and I love seeing him improve. As a Chicago kid, I love seeing a Chicago kid play amazing. And last, we're going to talk about Vucevic. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He didn't have the best game, but what Vuce did was just try to be aggressive. It didn't work out too well, but the fact that he tried is what you want to see. You're not going to all have a great game every time. The other players stepped in and made up for that, but you want to see better. I also want to talk a little bit about, last but not least, when you look at the game, Alex Caruso, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I believe I did miss, about 5 or 10 minutes of this game, just kind of helping my fiance out. But I do think that if I remember correctly, Alex did go out with an injury. What we're looking at with Alex is starting now to not have to play consistently all of the defense. I want to say this because when you look forward to the Bulls' future after they get rid of Zach LaVine, one of the big fears I had was that Alex Caruso is going to be stuck out there and overused. But it's looking like the team is banding together and really working strong and making sure that they're covering up for him. And before he left this game, I also saw that he is continuing his streak of showing why he is going to be one of the best 3-and-D guards in this league. I cannot believe we are seeing Alex Caruso play the way he's playing on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. With all of that, I want you guys to let me know how you felt about this game. How does it feel to be a Bulls fan watching the Bulls finally win 2 games? But most of all, I want to hear about your thoughts on the Bulls' new offense. Did you love what you saw from the Bulls playing this new type of offense where they're sharing the ball and playing aggressive? Leave a comment. Just let me know how you feel. With that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Peace.